What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Off the Dribble. I'm here with my co-host Ashrit, and today we're gonna be taking you guys through. We're just gonna touch on the Chauncey Billups betting stuff pretty quickly because we didn't get a chance to put an episode out after all that happened. So we'll just give you guys our reactions to that, and then week one of the NBA officially wrapped up last week. So we're gonna go through our power rankings for week one, and then talk about some of the games, and then give you some updates that have been happening throughout the league with injuries and stuff like that. But we'll kick it off first with just giving you guys our reactions for the betting scandal, and Ashik, you could take it away.
Yeah, I thought some more information had come out by now, to be honest. But I guess like the TLDR is that like we have a former not future, he's a current Hall of Famer, and like one of the most successful single seasons by a team ever, the Pistons. Like the fact they won the championship that season, he was the figurehead of it. Like he's made over $100 million in his career, and now he's resorted to running an illegal poker ring and like giving data about a tanking Trailblazers team to like bettors to bet on. Like, and like Terry Rozier, a person who's making $26 million per year, like he also decided to like gamble his life for $200,000. Like $200,000 to you and me is a lot of money, but there's someone who's like Terry Rozier, it's less than 0.1% of his contract.
Like, makes 26 mil for context.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, bro. And like to put the league on blast in a time like this, where it just after a successful opening week, it's struggling to keep with the NFL for ratings. Like after those 2 days to basically erase all that progress and now put so much disrepute and doubt on like the integrity of the league and like who else is still a part of this. Like it just came out that Kevin Garnett was at that poker game that Phillips was hosting. Antonio Gates, NFL tight end, was at the game. Tyronn Lue potentially might have been at the games because he's Chauncey Billups' like best friend. So a lot of speculation, a lot of just like, come on, why the fuck are you doing this? Like it's just sad, bro.
Yeah, I think like everyone probably like knows like the details about what happened, but yeah, it's the overall like thing I took away from it is like you said, like I think this is probably like one of the most like entertaining, like even especially like opening night, the first 2 days, the two slates of the NBA season, like probably was one of the most entertaining like two nights we could have expected for a season to start. Like the Thunder went into a double overtime game during to kick the season off. Yeah, twice back to back. You have Aaron Gordon dropping 50 points on Wednesday. You have a bunch of Wemby's 40-point performance, and then something like this just like overshadow like again like the players that are in the league, like what they're doing, and then at the same time like feel bad for like the players on the Blazers too, because like I think the one thing I like think when I look back at last season is like why was Denny benched? Like that's one thing you'd think about with the Blazers last year, but maybe we know why he was benched last year. Like there's probably some correlation between both of them, but it's like, I mean, if you look at it, like if he was really like kind of trying to make them lose games, again, they were tanking, but like if you're purposely like at the same time with what he's doing, like you're stunting growth of certain players by not playing them for like a year or a couple games in a row. Like even like not playing for 3 games can hurt a player's confidence. So like I think yeah, like the betting part and like the money for themselves, like that's like the worst part too because they're making millions of dollars. But again, like you're going against the integrity of the game, which I think why the FBI is taking it really into strong consideration, and I think they'll face a lot of harsh penalties just to put a nice precedent on stuff like this if it were to happen again.
Yeah, bro, it's theft. Like it's such a like at the plainest term, you're stealing from people. Like it's so sad, bro. Like they like how much money is like in like if 26 million isn't enough to go chase $200,000, then like I don't know, is this greed? Is it like an addiction? Like it's just so embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
But if more details come out, we'll keep you guys in the loop.
100%.
It's looking like Terry Rozier is probably going to get banned from the NBA. Chauncey Billups is probably going to get banned from the NBA.
Yep.
And bro, I mean, Pablo Torre is saying that like it's not the end. There's going to be a lot more to come from this, and he's had an insane like sort of 5-6 months reporting. So I'm going to trust him.
100%. But yeah, move on to our power rankings for the NBA. We're gonna do our top five.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do our top five. We'll go 5-5, 4-4, 3-3, 2-2-1-1. Ashrit, who is your number 5?
So, dude, I might want to put this team higher, but my number 5 is gonna be San Antonio.
Okay. I have San Antonio a tiny bit higher.
Hmm.
My number
See,
5 is Cleveland.
Cleveland, okay. Because see, with San Antonio, like I just don't know if it's too early. Like,
Yeah.
but they're so good, bro. And I mean, I don't know, they could be insane. My number 4 would be Cleveland.
Okay. My number 4 is San Antonio.
Hmm.
Uh,
Um,
I, they played like obviously a decent Mavs team. Played really well in that game. Played a Pelicans team that like could be decent, I guess. Went into overtime. It was a good win, and then they played the Nets. So I don't know how much to take, but just like when you watch them play, like it seems like they have the chemistry and just like I don't want to glaze him for too long. I'm not going to glaze him, but like he's Wemby's playing pretty really well. His first game, I mean, he had 40 and what like 15, which is insanity with like 3 blocks going alongside of it. So if he can keep that consistency up, I mean that team is going to be scary, especially with Dylan Harper just getting more games under his belt.
yeah. So we're at 3.
Yeah.
My third team is the Warriors.
Okay. My third team is Denver.
Okay. Denver would be my 2.
Okay. My 2 is New York.
I don't have the New York in the top 5.
Okay.
And my number 1 is Oklahoma.
Yeah. My number 1 is obviously Oklahoma as well.
Yeah, I mean, we can touch on. So I guess the one difference is you had the Knicks and
Mhm.
I had what did I
The
leave?
Warriors.
The Warriors. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Steph to start this season. Like
Mhm.
he's averaging 33 points a game. I think Kuminga's finally bought in. Jimmy Butler's looks like he's bought in. They're old. It's I don't know if they're gonna maintain this position for more since like after January. Like I feel like they might break down. But for now, bro, that defense is humming. Buddy Hield is playing well. Like they got like the bench is shooting well. Like
Yeah,
Will
lost to
Richards,
Portland.
you actually call Will Richards perfectly. He's been
Yeah,
great.
I was out. I only said that because I saw some practice highlights and like the coaches talking about him, and they were like, I think he'll like fit in well. Like, and I think what he does on the court is like he does what you need to do. Like he's in the place at the right time, making the right cuts. He's a great shooter, so it's good. But for me, I think that loss to Portland, like again, it was Game 3 of the NBA season. I think they were on a back to back.
They're in a
No,
back to back, but that's also the game after Chauncey got fired. So like surely like it's a not fired, but like a put on administrative leave.
yeah. So I mean, I agree. Like they do look good. I would put them at like they were like in my 6 or like 5 or 6. I was debating what to do, but I think so. I think they look good. Steph playing well. Like I mean that's always a good sight to see, especially when you're averaging 33 points a game.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So we can move on. So Minnesota beats the Pacers yesterday, 114 to 110. Obviously, with Shane being a Wolves fan, we're going to cover the Wolves. But Anthony Edwards is now missing the next 2 weeks.
yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I was actually pretty impressed with the way we played yesterday. Again, that Pacers team is very much beat up. For some reason, though, I texted Asha this after the game. Like, I don't know. Like, no matter who's hurt for them, somehow they always like stay in games.
They play so well, bro.
Yeah, I think it's the way they play. They play really fast, and everybody on that team like knows how to play within that offense. So if you can do that, then you can keep games close. But again, like towards crunch time is where like losing your best players really hurts you because players don't have the confidence or they haven't been in those positions before. But I like what I saw from Julius. He was taking smart shots, wasn't really turning the ball over too much. Nas finally had a good game, his first good game of the season. Looked like he found something, but with Ant hurt for the next 2 weeks, I think the biggest thing would be we gotta get Jaden involved a lot more. I think getting him like 17 to 18 points per game on pretty like efficient shooting, 55 to 55% from the field, that would be a key to success. I think now Julius is gonna get doubled, or people are gonna start filling the gaps in a lot more. So we're gonna need to find somebody that can put pressure on the rim like Ant. I would like to see Terrence Shannon Jr. start instead of Dante. or with Dante and replace for
But
Ant.
Finch didn't even play TSJ more
He
after
played,
Ant went down.
he only played him 10 minutes yesterday, which was pretty interesting to
That's
me. I don't
terrible,
know
bro.
why. Yeah, terrible. Again, like the rotations and coaching, the rotations is like that's the biggest part of Finch. Where like I don't like. It's always like I don't know why Mike was playing. Let me check actually how many minutes Mike played compared to TSJ.
Because like you would
Tommy
think
should not
that
be 24 minutes. Like I know Mike, like he's old. Yeah, he put him in for 10 minutes a game to calm the offense down when you need to if the team's going on a run. But he should not be playing 24 minutes, especially when your best player is hurt. And yeah, what were you gonna say?
I don't know if Finch would do it, but I feel like these next 2 weeks, you guys should really wait. Is Rob playing or is he out too?
He was questionable when he hurt his nose, so I assume he'll probably wear a mask.
He probably play where Mask play, right?
Yeah,
I would think like this is the most like logical time to try him out.
I agree.
Like Ant takes away 80% of all the touches that your team goes through. Like Rob's a touch heavy player.
Yep.
Like if you want to like progress his development like 3-4x, like you would surely just like start him and
And
just like
if it goes well, like that's adding a lot more depth when Ant comes back too.
yeah.
So I agree with that. I think that'd be really huge. But tonight we play Denver at 9:30. I think that's gonna be a really good. Yeah, that's gonna be a really good test to see if how the team does without Ant. I think Denver's fully healthy. So if
Yeah.
we're able to, even if we lose it, like I ideally want to win the game. I'll be mad if we lose, obviously. But if we are able to put up points on the board, have like a normal offense, and then we can actually get up and down the court properly without Ant on the floor, then I think the next couple of weeks, because our schedule's not terrible for the next 5 games. We play Nuggets, Lakers. The Lakers don't have LeBron or Luca when we play them, so that should be a decent game. Then we play the Hornets, the Nets, Knicks, and Jazz. So those are the games that Ant would be hurt.
Don't sleep on the Hornets, bro.
Yeah, the
I'm
Hornets
telling
game,
you,
they beat us last year too, so I'm not sleeping on them at all.
dude. LaMelo's. I'm so gassed how LaMelo's playing right now, bro.
Asha was texting me yesterday while LaMelo was playing. What were the stats at the end?
He had 38, 13, and 13.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Actually, hold on. Because we were not about to talk about the Hornets today.
Yeah, but maybe we should.
But let's lock in. Because
before we do talk about the Hornets, it's sad that Ant is hurt because I'm going to the Ants Nets game, the Nets Wolves game on November 3rd. So probably won't be able to see him play, but this is the next time for everything.
But bro, like I feel like the Hornets are one like the reason like the NBA is so sick. Like it's like those like teams like it's like kind of like the Falcons. I don't know, like what's like a decent team you know is not going to do shit in the playoffs, but like will like it is an enjoyable watch for football. Like
the Falcons, I guess.
Yeah, the Falcons maybe like Falcons every other week.
Like
but
yeah, or like the Chargers when they're like relatively healthy, maybe.
But like the Hornets, they're so fun to watch, and the cool part about what Charles Lee is doing is he's playing their rookies. Like it's so refreshing to see coaches want to develop talent on the court. Like with respect to Finch, like one thing you're seeing from him is that he's gonna play his veterans. Like the veterans are gonna get minutes, but in a team where like I think they just signed Mason Plumlee, the Hornets. Like in a team where you have him, you can't really say fuck that. Like he can off the bench. We're starting Kalkbrenner. We're starting Nipple, and we're giving LaMelo Ball as much spacing as possible, even when Brandon Miller goes out, and even
I'm
when
loving the Kalkbrenner starting. I think that's. Yeah. I was surprised for that. I thought he would come in, play like the bench role, like learn, like get some experience. But he's honestly like he hasn't been like tremendous, but he's been good for them. Like he's been like what they need. He's been what they're looking for in a center, someone that can kind of space the floor, like protect the rim. So good lock back for LaMelo as well. But yeah, I agree.
And it's like good. It's like good productive college players they drafted, bro. Like Kalkbrenner was a 4-time. What conference is he in? 4-time whatever. Huh?
He went to Creighton, right?
Yeah, I forgot what conference I was in playing.
I don't know.
Big East, I think.
Yeah, I think it is Big East.
He was a 4-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year. He was one of the best players in college last year. He almost won the fucking Wooden Trophy. Not Wooden, whatever. Won the best College Player of the Year trophy. And you pair him up with Zion James, a really, really good role player for Duke. Like he was never going to go in the top 30, but he always just did his role. Yeah. And Nipple is like the superstar of like role players. Like he's like the most do your role kind of guy.
He
And
gives me Austin Reeves vibes.
exactly. And you have your first round pick from last year, Tijan Saloon.
Mhm.
He's coming in his home to his own, and like you just surround Lamelo with shooting, bro. He'll make it work. Like he won't drop 38 every game, but he can give you those 13 assists every game.
And you already have like Brandon Miller got hurt last game, but again, like you already have pieces like Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, who are good complementary pieces to Lamelo. So I mean, if they develop it properly, and I think Charles Lee, like you said, is doing a good job with that roster. Even like when he was playing last year, like every time they played us, like I was always impressed with the way he would coach games. Like it was,
Yeah.
even though they were bad, like it never looked like he was trying to tank. It never looked like, okay, let me just like fuck it, let me just like, play the bench every single time.
And
Like
the Hornets are always hurt too, and he still
yeah,
makes games competitive. Yeah.
exactly. So if they stay healthy, who knows what the East what East is looking like. Some teams aren't in the beginning of the season aren't playing up to their expectations like the Hawks. So you never know what can happen.
But bro, like before we move on to like the to better teams, like the thing with Lamelo that most people are saying in and around the locker room is like past like 4 or 5 years, he's kind of been like, oh, like whatever, like I'm gonna get my numbers. Like it's like, but and he's been hurt, right? But
Mm-hmm.
now he's like, now apparently the first person to go to Miles Bridges and say he wasn't playing well in the first half last night or the night before was LaMelo Ball. He's like, you better get your shit together right now. Like he's taking more of like a commanding approach. And again, like LaMelo was an all-star like super early, and he's the last person to take the Hornets to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like when he's healthy, he's nice, bro, and he's letting people know now. It's like it's nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
But moving on to better teams, uh, Thunder start off to a 3-0 start. Last night against the Hawks was a dominant win where Shea didn't play in the fourth quarter, which was quite nice. But yeah, Shea's putting together a back-to-back MVP case. He's averaging 40 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. And yeah, I mean, I guess you can start, Chayton. Any thoughts?
Yeah.
And who would you say is also in the MVP race thus far this season?
I think I would put Giannis in there. I think
Mhm.
Giannis has been playing exceptionally well. Luka
Mhm.
did just get hurt, but he dropped 49 against us. I think 41 the game before that. And then Wemby, obviously. But I think Shea starting the team off to 3-0. I think some people might have been a little wary of their two double overtime wins first two games of the season. But I even told Ostrich, like, take any win you can get, especially in the beginning of an 82 game season. Like a win is a win. Like if you're
And
3 and
like
0,
no Jada too.
yeah, like no J-Dub as well. Like you're 3-0. Ostrich is very heavy on Chet. Chet's been playing amazing to start the season off.
50, 40, 90, bro.
Yeah, so I think the if he can keep that efficiency up, I think that will actually the overall numbers might go down, like the points per game when J-Dub comes back and everything. But having that efficiency like that would do
100%.
wonders for the team because the opportunities he's getting, he's making the most out of them. Like the threes he's taking, he's probably going to make. So I think that will help you guys a lot. But yeah, it looks like teams you guys have a target on your back for sure. I think teams are trying to come after you because they probably realize that it's a good team that has a lot of players that are going to be around for a long time. But I think the one thing that I've seen, and you also told me today, is the development of AJ Mitchell, who didn't really get too much time last season. He's averaging around 19 points per game over the first 3 games. So you can take it off with him because I know you're a huge fan about him.
Yeah, he's been insane, and he would have been all rookie second team last year. He was on that pace until late December when he got turf toe. Obviously, like turf toe is like one of the most severe foot injuries you can get. He missed the rest of the season, like whatever. But I think like now, especially with no Kaysen for 2 games, no Caruso, no J-Dub, no Isaiah Joe, no Kendrick Williams, and no Lou Dort for 1 game as well. It's like it's a feast or famine league, right? When you get your minutes, you have to show out. And the issue he's putting for the good issue, I guess he's putting for the Thunder is that like you have to give a guy scoring 20 points per game minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But when all our guys come back, it's like when is he going to get minutes? So
Yeah.
I guess don't be surprised if you see like a little midseason move because like our team is becoming like a little too stacked, and if you don't want people, I mean, we just re-signed him this past season for a 3-year, $9 million contract.
Damn.
so so he's lucky locked up,
Yeah.
but like you want to get a player like that minutes,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the tough part. But like you said, for the MVPs, those names are great. I wouldn't even think I'd add a name. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, like Jokic hasn't been playing good.
No, Jokic's has been all right. I'm trying to think if there's anyone on. No, I can't put LaMelo in there.
What's the Hornets record?
It's they're 2-1 or
Shit,
3
bro,
and
you
1.
might as well put him in there for now.
Bro, I might as
Put
well,
him in
bro.
there, bro.
This is
3
this is
games.
the this is
Put
this is
him
the
in there,
closest he's
bro.
gonna get.
You have time to put him in there, so you might as
This
well
is,
put him in there.
this is the only time I'm probably ever gonna put him in there, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I think to me it's between Shea, Wemby, and Giannis, bro.
Yeah,
Like those three have been the best. I mean, Luka's been great, but those three have led to winning. The Bucks, especially, I did not think they'd get 2 wins already.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Wemby might have it, bro. At this point,
Mm-hmm. It's Wemby. It's pretty impressive, but I don't know. That team is really young, so come playoff time or come towards like the end of the season and
yeah,
stuff.
they'll hit a wall for sure.
Yeah, I think it will definitely happen with them hitting a wall, but I'm excited definitely because again, like a lot of there haven't been too many injuries so far, right?
No, like a lot of short ones,
Yeah,
but
like small injuries, nothing crazy to start the season off. It seems like a lot of teams. I think we can maybe touch on 2 teams just to end the podcast off that are underperforming, which we thought would do better, which is Houston, Atlanta, Boston as well. Boston, have they won a game? They've
no,
lost. Yeah, Boston is
0-3.
0-3. Houston is 0-2, and then Atlanta is also 1-2. So
Atlanta
I'll
got a
start off.
win. Nice.
Yeah, Atlanta did get a win. Who did they win against actually?
Yeah, I forgot. I thought
Oh, the
they.
Magic. They won. They beat the Magic by
Oh
4.
yes.
Yeah. So that is actually a pretty decent win for them. But I'll start off with the Rockets. I think the biggest thing for them is I saw an article today. It's like their point guard situation is really interesting. For example, like Reed Shepherd, like I kind of see why he's not playing like how people want him to play because you probably were coming into the offseason thinking like, okay, I have another year to like sit and learn and like develop. But then immediately, like, when did Fred get hurt? Like 2 weeks before training camp.
Yeah.
Like your starting point guard gets hurt 2 weeks before training camp, so you're going from like the PG3 to like a PG, like a backup point guard that's supposed to be playing like 20 minutes a game. So I think that is definitely affecting him. Like the defense is pretty atrocious. Obviously, I think that was a given in general, but I think you got to give that time. But overall, like you have a big new piece in KD. Like I think it's gonna take some time to get used to. If I don't know who they play next, but if it's a team that they can get a win under their belt and then make some momentum off of that, I think they'll be fine. Like it's not. Oh, they play the Nets next, so they can use that as a big win and then get some a momentum booster off of that. But I am still curious to see how they play against because they have a schedule coming up against the Mavs, the Grizzlies, the Spurs, the Bucks. So those 4 games will be a good stretch for them to see actually like how that team is coming together.
Yeah, as for Houston, like I just don't think that big lineup is working. Like
Yeah.
it's so clogged, bro. And like I feel like they get so much more success when Şengün plays at the 5. Like he's so like quick twitched and nimble that like putting him against 4s seems like a disadvantage compared to putting like him like being guarded by Zubac versus like Paolo Banchero. Like come on, like I feel like there's there's an obvious choice, and Steven isn't giving them anything on defense. So like they have 2 negatives and as defenders that a man can't play all 5 positions, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He can't guard everyone. And like I think you touched on like their biggest issue, which is Reed, bro, because Reed is so good as a shooter, but he's so bad on defense and like low key just general basketball IQ at this stage that like you just can't play him. Like
Yeah.
he like and like Amen Thompson is not running the point. Like it's just like it's a poorly built team, bro. Like that, and then these idiots who thought that like Kevin Durant would fix all this team's like it just doesn't like that doesn't exist. Like there's no one fix, you know.
Like if it was a team where like they were struggling to score over and over again, yeah, KD is the type of player that will help. But the Rockets were the 2nd seed last year. Like they weren't struggling to score, but again, like you didn't expect Fred to get hurt. Like I think it would be a little bit of a better showing if Fred was
How
healthy.
different, bro? Like it's like people. I see Rockets fans say this shit all the time. Like is Fred really like that? Like are we lying to ourselves?
I used to think I was also like Fred is washed kind of guy, but I mean he gave us like 33, so I can't really say anything.
No, he'll give you a good game here and there, bro. But he was like
I think just like
super
the
inconsistent.
ability to like make decisions with the ball in his hands compared to Reed, like it's at that they're probably talking about that because the turnovers stem
Mhm.
from where you're giving the ball to from the point guard position. But again, like it's true. Like Fred is also like 33 years old and was never like a perennial like top player in the league. So like how effective would have it been? But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. And as for Atlanta, they like especially the game against the Thunders, like it's only like 48-minute game I watched of them, but that was so disappointing, bro. Like it's I just thought this team had so much talent and like they would like just like put it together. Like it's just like trade with a bunch of like people that can also put the ball on the floor and shoot the ball. But so far, I mean, it hasn't aged well. I mean, it's been still 79 games left. But I think so far the results, me putting them in as a potential finals contender is not what it looks like so far.
Wasn't a bad take though. I mean, with the roster they had before, like they surrounded Trey with what they needed to, like defense and like shooting. So
Mhm.
I think if they can just like get that chemistry, maybe it'll be better.
Yeah. And Boston's in the lottery for the first time in like 15 years.
Bro, if
But
they actually like get the first pick, bro,
if they get AJ, it's
um,
actually like it's over.
it's actually wraps. But that team
Dude.
doesn't look good like at all, so they definitely could get AJ.
And AJ is like the biggest Celtics fan.
You have
Like,
fucking AJ Brown rubbing his hairline on people's jerseys over
yeah,
here, like not
yeah,
worrying about
that's
basketball.
yeah.
It was so funny.
That's so embarrassing, bro. So
Uh,
bad.
But yeah, I don't really know what to say. I don't think they're gonna be competitive. I thought that team could like maybe be like a like playing team even with the Tatum injury, but
Yeah. But
I
they look
don't.
really bad right now.
They look really bad. I don't with the way they're looking. I don't think Tatum should like come back this season. Like I think just take a whole season to come back healthy and like the same player you were before instead of rushing it and potentially doing something. So I think just let the season ride how it's going in the first first 3 games.
I agree.
But yeah, I don't think they should compete for the playoffs or anything like that in my opinion.
But yeah, I think is there anything else you want to touch on this podcast?
Um no, I think that's about it. Yeah, there's nothing else. We'll probably do another episode in another couple of days after a couple more games happen and we see some more teams play because again, it's only been 3 games for some teams, 2 games for some teams. So as the season goes on, we'll see how teams are progressing. But yeah, until then, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Off the Dribble Pod, and we will see you guys next episode. Peace.